it's just, you know, it's just a weird time. I'm not gonna get emotional. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to talk a little bit louder because my heat is on and I'm not turning it off because it's way too cold. I'm actually at the hospital right now. I'm trying to stay insanely positive. I'm here to get my 12-week ultrasound, which is a really big one because it's a nuchal translucency ultrasound, and you're not allowed to have anybody go with you. You have to be by yourself. And you know, every ultrasound is just like, it's exciting but nerve-wracking. For me, it's a little bit more nerve-wracking, besides the fact that I can't have Chris with me because he always keeps me lighthearted and laughing, especially when I'm nervous or scared. But this pregnancy, all my pregnancies, my thyroid goes crazy because I have Hashimoto's disease. So it's really slow and doesn't act the way that it should, which is really risky for pregnancy. You know, it can mess up brain development and all kinds of stuff, and we've been having a hard time getting mine under control. But I can't even focus right now looking at the COVID testing center and the tents that they have set out. It's just, you know, it's just a weird time. I'm not gonna get emotional. It's just a really weird time to be pregnant right now. I know that all of you can relate, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I just can't control my emotions in general. Like, I'm very, like, I don't know, because I want to say I'm strong but sensitive, but it's just, this is crazy what's going on in the world right now, and it just feels so divided and weird because, you know, I'm here, I can't have anybody come to my ultrasound with me. I'm looking at a COVID testing location, and, you know, watching the news, seeing the death tolls, but then at the same time seeing places be open and people on the beach and people going out to dinner and getting their hair done, like normal stuff, and then I'm here, like, everything's still shut down, and like, it's just hard to like wrap your head around. And, you know, we're supposed to get a second wave of this in the fall, which is what I'm doing November 30th, and that's what they're predicting right now. And if that's true, I will be allowed to have Chris with me, but only Chris. And my mom and my sister have been in all of my deliveries. So I hope that somehow this is done with, but it's just a lot. And then, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have seen all of the news about how there's like a new kind of side effect, or not even side effect, a new type of outcome in children from coronavirus. They're seeing kids getting really sick from it, and we are now having cases here in Pennsylvania of it in children. So it's just like, it's a lot to like wrap your head around, you know. During this pandemic, I had like one of the best things happen, which is this pregnancy, but I've also had one of the worst things happen, like losing my dog, who I've had, you know, since Chris and I got together. It's just like, what I'm basically trying to say in this really long, almost 4-minute intro is that I don't know how to feel. Like, I just feel confused, and, you know, nothing feels like it's our life, and everything is just kind of crazy right now. And I know, you know, I'm so blessed to have the circumstances that I have, to be pregnant in the first place. You know, I'm always a very grateful person. It's just weird right now. And, you know, these are my legitimate, true feelings. I got to my appointment really early because there was nobody on the road, but we are here now, and let's hope that we see that sweet little baby nice and healthy, and see, I hope that they'll let me video a little bit, because they usually don't, but since Chris can't be here, I really hope they do. Here we go. It's gonna be a positive day. It's gonna be a good day, but I needed to have a minute to feel my feelings because I don't really get time to do that much in my life, but here we go. Alright, you guys. I saw a meme the other day that was like, when you finally get to take your mask off, it's like, it's the new taking your bra off, and I feel that. So I'm in such better spirits now, seeing that she's perfectly healthy, but not just that, just like knowing how it's gonna go down. At this point in my pregnancy with all my other kids, even Ella, even though I delivered Ella at a different place than the boys, I had never been to my new hospital for an ultrasound. I had done them all at a different hospital. So I didn't know what to expect. And, you know, we don't know what to expect. You're always a little bit more nervous and everything else. But anyway, and now I know what to expect. I'm gonna come back for my 20-week ultrasound, but I'm gonna insert a video right here. It's really funny because at first we didn't do any video, you know, she was just doing all of her checks, and this little girl was just moving around like crazy. And then she's like, do you want to take out your phone and do a video? And I'm like, yes, I would love to. And then like that's when she was done doing all her checks and making sure the baby was good. And she just like passed out. She was like, I'm good now. So after like trying to get the pictures and her moving around like crazy, she decided to just like sit there, lie there and be calm. But more than anything else, and more than the reassurance, it just makes it feel more real. Like when I had my 8-week ultrasound, it was like a little dot, you know, and now like as soon as she put it on my belly, I saw like her little legs sticking out, and she kept moving her hands by her face, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. I think pregnancy is a very surreal thing in the first place, but when you have 3 kids that are very like hands-on young toddlers, it's hard to remember. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what happens for all you other pregnant moms out there. The second you go in to the hospital, they scan you for a fever and have to ask you a bunch of questions, you know, if you have any symptoms of COVID, and then everything goes as normal except you wear a mask. But my hopes is that by my 20-week ultrasound in July, that this will be over. I mean, right now, those tents are it makes it feel very, very real to see them in person. You know, you see them on the news and stuff, but I haven't seen one single person go into them at all. So I think that's a pretty good sign. But just being hopeful. Really no idea what's going on for the day. I know I need to go grocery shopping. Today is Monday, so literally you're seeing this Tuesday, the very next day. So I'm gonna edit this tonight and put it up tomorrow. I just kind of wanted to do more day in the life vlogs from my perspective, even though Chris vlogs, because I just, you know, this is a time in my life that I really want to remember, and I'm so happy that I can like look back on these vlogs, and from my perspective as well, you know, just everything that goes on with the baby. And pregnancy flies by. Like, I love doing baby watch on my channel with Ella and you guys. Like, I just feel like it brought us so much closer together. And yeah, but I'm gonna talk. I'm talking way too much today. I'm gonna stop talking. But I'm gonna go home. First I'm gonna jam out, go home, and then figure it out from there. Also, thanks for coming with me, because I felt less alone with all of you guys with me. This is a nice little welcome home party. Hi, Tam Man. Ella, what are you doing, girl? This is what you let them do when I'm gone?
I'm going on break.
Daddy's on break? Alright, so apparently we have to do like a virtual doctor's appointment for all of the kids. It's just like a checkup with our naturopath doctor. Lots of appointments going on today. She wants to get down so bad. I'll show you this little pin we have set up for her. But I just let her down for a second. She's usually pretty good, and she flew out of the gate because she's so tiny. I gotta put you back in here, Stinker. She's so tiny that she gets under the gate, so we gotta figure out. I'm gonna put like chicken wire around the bottom of the fence, but she's getting fast, so we need to keep this little girl safe. Right, Rai? Rylan, why are you so cute? Oh, Rylan. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna put her down over here and hopefully she doesn't get out. Go ahead, Stinker. So Chris is getting Skype ready right now to be able to talk to that doctor, and then we're done with the doctor's appointments for today till tomorrow. Hi, boys. Hi, Sissy. We're in the playroom now because I got too cold outside. I'm being Minnie Mouse. Thank you, Tanner, for making me a Minnie Mouse. Eaten by a shark. Sissy, what's this? What's this? Jack. And what's that? What is it? A corn? Yes, Timmy?
What's your pal Mickey?
My pal Mickey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Carter, are you trying to quietly build over there so that they don't knock it over? Yeah, Carter? Yeah.
I'm trying to look for another piece that looks like that.
Ella, are you going to get dressed today? Ella? Are you going to get dressed today? Yes or no? You're staying in your PJs all day? That's a yes. Watch your head. Oh girl, you're a piece of work. That's really good, Carter. What is it? I like it. Rylan, got a hanger?
No. Hey.
I literally just had to walk out of the playroom when Chris is on the phone with the naturopathic doctor, because, you know, I'll do all the natural things. Like, I'm fine with that, but our kids are becoming very picky eaters, and she was telling Chris that they should eat salmon 3 times a week. And you know, maybe Ella would, I would, I like salmon, but Chris was like, even I wouldn't eat salmon 3 times a week. And I just, like, I love him. He's very, very honest, but you know, he's slowly getting on board with the more natural methods and everything like that. He's all for it, but like some of the stuff he's like, what? Like eating liver, he's like, no. Daddy's funny, huh? I guess you had to be there. She always gets my earrings. Ouch, thank you. But it's just really hard not to laugh. Guys, you want to see Evie?
Yeah.
She's.
Where do you think it is,
Tanner, where do you think she is?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, she's in this picture. You want to see the picture? Okay.
I think this
Ella really wants her.
and this is a body.
You're right. It is. You go.
Yeah. Right? I
Say hi, Evie.
have
You want to give her a kiss? I know my jeans are smushing her. Oh, she just blew her a kiss. You're so sweet. You love your sister. I know.
Pointed because he thought she was actually here.
Can I have it?
No.
Tammy, did you see the picture?
Okay.
Ella, can you show Tanner?
It's baby Emma belly mine.
In November, in a long time. I know. Soon enough she'll be
Is
here.
it banana?
No, it's only May. Yes, everyone can have them.
They seem small, but it's not about what we eat.
What do you think? Let me blow on it because it's hot.
Carter's face is not an endorsement.
What do you What do you think? Is it good? What is that? Shake, shake. So, after lunch, Ella and Tanner went down for a nap. I slept for about like 5.5 minutes. My hopes and aspirations were that I was gonna have coffee and watch Making a Murderer with Chris, because that's like currently what we're obsessed with right now. I know we're a little bit behind the times. But then we went for a wagon walk. Guys, say hi, vlog. Say hi, vlog. Rooker. Rylan is still too little to like go for a legitimate walk. Her legs get tired after like 2 seconds. Is that better? Oh, she saw a birdie. She saw a birdie. Got some fresh air, did some chalk. We were outside for hours, which is really nice, but hopefully that'll tucker these kids out. But now they're watching the most annoying show. ever made, Booba Booba, but I'm grateful for Booba because it keeps them all quiet, including Chris. What is this, Ella?
Booba.
Booba? Alright, so we are cooking an easy dinner. I made Alfredo. I don't remember. Was it in your vlog? I don't know. I made it recently, but a lot of you loved it. So I'm doing it again, but the easy way out with my own, the jar instead of making it myself. Pasta, what baby? And then I'm gonna actually put some broccoli on the side. I'm gonna take some pasta out and do butter noodles for this one and Tan Man, because they're picky. Are you a picky eater?
No.
Are you a good eater?
No.
Are you a good eater?
No.
Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Just kidding. This expired in January 2020, so plot twist. Okay, so I just did a red sauce and put some ricotta. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more ricotta, but I feel like how could this not be delicious? Can you sing your song? Early in the morning? Can we put your socks on now?
Yeah.
Good night, baby. Love you.
Good night, baby. I love you so much. You just told me to turn the camera on so you can say goodnight to YouTube. Do you want to say goodnight? You gotta talk, honey. It's almost 11 o'clock.
She woke me up for this.
No, I didn't. We put the kids to sleep. The reason that we're just ending it now is because Chris keeps making me watch How to Get Away with Murder
Yeah, it's not
over and over again. I mean,
Making
I'm
a
so
murder.
tired. Making a murderer over and over again. And I keep telling him, no, you should turn it off and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. It's completely opposite.
Look how tired my
we
eyes
were
are.
supposed to watch during quiet time today.
I said
but
that, I think.
this one had to close her eyes. She was so tired.
Alright, why don't
because you stay up all night
maybe it's
watching
because I have,
How to Get Away with Murder.
maybe it's because I'm growing a baby and our other baby is still breastfeeding and I have HASHIMOTOS thyroid disease.
You pregnant? Dang.
That's why he didn't come to my appointment with me. He didn't know.
Breaking
Oh my
news.
gosh. Oh, look how cute. I swear I don't do this, but
Oh,
she
wait.
always ends up
There's your
next
spot.
to Romeo.
She's the sweetest.
She really is. She fits right into our family. She's
She did
the best.
just pee on the bed though.
That was
but
my
she's the
fault.
sweetest.
It was my fault. I should have taken her out. I should have known.
It's only, that's what, the second time?
Yeah.
She's
Otherwise,
been
she's
really,
been
really
so
good.
good.
We were just really into our show.
Why is my hand up this high? It's really hurting my arm.
I was wondering.
Where's the tripod? How did you feel about not coming with me to my appointment?
Like, of course it stunk. It's like, we've done that. I always made it a point to get off of work and you would schedule it.
On Wednesdays when you were done early.
Yeah, like, so I feel like I hardly ever missed any. Like, one or two your mom would go to.
Yeah.
Just
Somebody
'cause it
was
was
always
nice.
with me though.
Yeah. But it's just weird. It's just all very weird. I was shocked to see how big she's gotten.
I know that, like, you act like we haven't done it 3 times before, and same here. But like when they put the oh my gosh, I can't make words right now. When they put the thingy-majiggy on my belly, I was just like, what? Because like there was obviously her head was bigger, but to see her body and then like legs up and then her knees bent and then feet and hands by her face, I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, I just couldn't believe it, but
And then she's just playing with her hair. It's like Tanner, how he plays with his hair. He did that in the
know.
womb too, didn't he?
maybe not all of our kids put their hands by their face. Being 100% honest, I feel like the kids were really, really good outside, but like whenever we were inside, they fought
Mm-hmm.
and they were not nice to each other.
No.
Ella had a day today where she was just into everything. She took everything out of all the drawers. She constantly like gets a chair and like puts it up to the stove while I'm cooking, and she just like has no fear of like hot things.
Climbs on tables. She just there's nothing safe
She's
around her.
in that phase outside.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a clip of that, but
Driving?
Yeah, well, you've probably seen it in Chris's vlogs, but she gets into her little Jeep and she just goes. And she doesn't know how to steer. She pretty much goes in a circle,
Yeah,
and her
she
face
just-
is dead serious the whole time. She's like... Meanwhile, Tanner won't even think about stepping on the gas.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
How I came in the room laughing about your doctor's appointment, about the kids.
Yeah.
How did that go
I mean,
for you?
you know, if literally our full-time job was to sort vitamins, I think we could do it. But it's just way too much. It's so much stuff.
I know.
And like unreal expectations of what our kids should be eating. Like salmon 3 times a week.
She did say that this baby that comes out of me, Everly, that her first food will be
Liver and something else. And that's when I was just like, yeah.
I'm grateful because, knock on wood, our health has been much better since we've done all of this stuff. We also haven't been around anybody, so that
Right.
definitely helps. I'm so, like, the way my kids got sick this winter, like, they were so sick all winter.
Right.
So I just feel like this is our toolkit for, this is
She's
our
like-
toolkit for fall and all that.
I didn't sign on for this late night vlogging stuff.
Look at this face.
That's pretty cute.
You know what I just
That's pretty
realized?
cute,
I
too.
never checked out on Instacart today.
It's her MO. Orders a bunch of stuff in her cart and never checks it out.
It is true, but not groceries. Who needs some groceries? I'm tired of picking out groceries. I'm tired of picking out meals. This week is up to you. You have to pick all the meals this week.
Nope.
I don't remember what it was, but I do have 2 questions that are not the questions I wanted to ask. Question number 1 was, are things open where you live? Like, are you back? Like, I feel like a lot of places are back. We are not. What is the first thing that you're going to do once you feel comfortable enough and your states are open back up, besides, like, see friends and family? Like, what is something that you wanted to do or a place you wanted to go? Target misses me a lot.
No, Target drive up is just getting to know you really well.
Yeah, but I can't do Dollar Spot. I miss a Dollar Spot. But I'm gonna end this vlog because I'm falling asleep. It's 10:59. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna do something productive for Sunday's video. Not really sure what that is because right now all I can really do is grow this baby. Thanks for coming to my appointment with me today, since this one couldn't. And I'll see you on Sunday. And if you want to see more of this crazy family, make sure you subscribe to Beaston Family Vibes.
Bye.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see it clear. I'll be your inspiration.